that dragon that was in the world with you. And she tell you, why do I always have to do what? Compromise. Yeah, I mean? Now she has to do what? Because of what Eve did, she now has to do what? She's going to have to compromise. Meaning her desire is going to be what? What you desire. You understand? Now in the world, what do they say? A happy wife, a happy what? Life. Not in here. Oh, hell no. You know what I mean? An unhappy husband in here is going to, the house is going to be what? Unbearable to be in. You understand? Nobody sleeps in that house. You understand? Like in here, she's going to learn how to do what? Totally now submit to that man. You understand? Take, you know what I mean? He tell you, honey, no, we ain't going to pay the car note today. We're going to take that money and put it towards this bill. Better do it. You understand? You better do it. You understand? Or get counsel. You may call your camp leader or something, and he's going to tell you, you know what I mean? Listen to your man. Go listen to your man. You understand? Come on.
Yeah, the question,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell me the scripture
On your body being okay, there's no that it's look for I'll tell you in 2 seconds. Thy desire, not desire, due benevolence. Yeah, look that word up. Due benevolence. All right. Come on. Go ahead and get it. My whole way is my Quan. Get 1 Corinthians what? 7 and 3. All right. All right. So this is the only thing that's basically in a relationship that basically makes it 50-50. Only thing in a relationship. Everything else ain't. Your desires unto your husband. Right? Read this.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians.
And now the question was what?
they want wanted the scripture
On what?
on your body only being for you.
I'm going to say only. Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3. Let the husband render unto the wife.
Right? So it's basically vice versa. Your body is what? Read it one more time.
Let the husband render unto the wife due
benevolence. Right? What does that mean? Come on. Yes. That's that due benevolence. You understand? Read.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
You understand? Meaning you can't be, well, you know what, honey, we ain't going to do it for a week. I'm trying to fast and be, you know what I mean, strong, this, that, the other. There's a certain time, you all got to sit down and discuss that. You all can't come to an agreement on it, then call your camp leader. Get counsel on it. You can't withhold that from her. She can't withhold that from you. Now, I can say that for a brother and a sister in the truth. Now, a brother in the world, you know what I mean, who knows why he withheld it from? I don't know. You know what I mean? Get counsel. That's why I'm telling you, it's rough. You go get a brother in the world. I could sit down here from now till next week Monday giving you stories on what could happen or what has happened. You understand? And you don't want that. Right? So read on.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
The wife had not power of her own body.
The wife had not what?
Not power of her own body.
Now, do not take this to mean that if your woman say no, means yes.
Right.
That is be considered what? Rape. Right. And we do not support rapists in this school.
Right.
That's right.
You want to be part of a raping gang? Go join GMS. All right? We don't rape in here. She tell you no is no. That's it. All the Bible is saying here is basically what? Don't withhold your body from your husband unless there's some type of agreement you will have. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You want to withhold it from her, you better get counsel. Get counsel first. Don't just do what you feel like doing. Get counsel first, and it will be properly explained to you, because you know what I mean, there might be certain situations, all right, a ton of situations that may occur. You know what I mean? Could be some affliction, it could be something that's going on, you know what I mean, with you physically, that you know what I mean, that you may not be able to do it at that point in time. You know what I mean? So you will have to sit down, you know what I mean, and go it over as a couple. But that's the scripture there where, you know what I mean, that it's saying, read it one more time.
The wife had not power of her own body,
Mm-hmm.
but the husband, and likewise also the husband had not power of his own body.
All right, so vice versa. So this is the only thing basically where it's seen is what? Is down the what? Down the middle. Only thing is that's directly down the middle. Everything else, her desire has to be unto who?
The husband.
Her husband. You understand? Come on. Come on. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. What would you say to him or her? And you talk about a brother or sister who you seeing that what they need counsel, but you tell them go get counsel, and they decide what not to go get counsel, right? Hold on. Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. Meaning you giving them advice. Yeah, you giving them lawful, you giving them lawful advice. You giving them, that's called good advice. You see a brother struggling with something, and you know the rules in this school, you're not allowed to counsel anyone. You could tell that brother or that sister, I think you need some counsel on this situation. Brother, I think you need some counsel on this situation. Now, you can't go and request the counsel for them. They will have to request the counsel. You could just give them advice on going and getting the counsel. Now it's up to them to do it, right? Find for me where it say before pride. Yeah, cometh a great fall. So I'm gonna find that. I think it's the Old Testament. Yeah, go ahead and read that once again. Go ahead. Mike, let's pass the mic for him.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Pride goeth before destruction.
What?
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goeth before what?
Destruction.
Destruction. Read on.
And haughty spirit before a fall.
Before a fall. You understand? You proud as can be, because, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean, pride gets in the way. I can deal with the situation. I don't need the school to handle my situation. I understand what you're saying. And sometimes it may come off as the person being humble, but it ain't humble. That ain't being humble. Being humble is acknowledging what? You really do need some help, some type of help. You understand what I'm saying? And read that one more time.
Proverbs chapter 16 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Pride goeth before destruction.
All right, pride goeth before destruction. You understand? By the time the destruction took place, what come before it? Pride. When a brother come and tell you, you know what, brother, you need some counseling. You know what I mean? I just use an example. You may see the brother have some problem with liquor, and you might be, brother, you need some counseling. And before you know it, he's wrecked on the highway, or he is stopped with a DUI. You understand? Like you try to warn him, or a sister, you try to tell her, yo, go, you need to go get some counseling on whatever happened in your past, because you may it may interfere with you making the best decision when it comes to marrying a man. You understand what I'm saying? You might see it going down that road, and you may try to help her. You know what I mean? Or it may be, you know what I mean, simple as, you know what I mean, put on a dress. You know what I mean? It may seem simple as that, but you trying to teach her what's in here. But she's rejecting it, or he is rejecting it. So guess what? When you reject it, who gonna reject you? Come on.
Christ.
Yes. And if Christ reject you, who gonna reject you?
The school.
Yeah, but somebody bigger than Christ.
Oh, Salakia, the Lord.
The Lord. Hey, easy last one. Come on. Come on, you read it for me. Look, he right there in Proverbs. So let's read Proverbs 1 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
The what?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Right, the fear of the Lord. That is more on, it's, you have to explain it on the topic that he is asking. But basically, what is saying when it say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge? Read on.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right. That's it. That part right there. Where it says fools do what?
Despise wisdom and instruction.
Wisdom and instruction. So you're instructing a person because you're seeing the fall, the pitfall. You're seeing the hole in the road that they're going to step in, and you try to warn them, but they do what? Now I got this. I'm good. I don't have a problem. I hear you, brother. Yeah, I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to do it one day. And that one day never come. You know what comes before that one day? Come on. Yes, which is may not result in his death, but it can result in what?
Judgment.
Yes, meaning a fall. You know what I mean? Some type of punishment could come from the Lord. It may not result, there's a few times these things result in death, but most of the times you're going to fall. And everybody's going to see that, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was coming. It was coming. Because you may think you're the only person who went to the brother or the sister and tell them to wear a counselor. No way. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like that. So read it one more time.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
All right. Read on.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
All right. Fool despise wisdom and instruction. And where are those fools? In the Christian church. You understand? Don't think you're coming here and you're coming here, you're shedding yourself of the world. You understand? You gain that time to what? Shed yourself of the world. You understand what I'm saying? But don't think whatever befall a Christian ain't going to befall you if you acting like a damn Christian. You understand what I'm saying? Christians don't believe in what? Don't believe in a man having more than one woman. You understand? And they have a hard time or never, ever accept it. And what happens? They get a divorce, they go get another man, and that man has a what? Another what?
Another woman.
Another woman, like what Maya reading.
Or a man.
Yeah, or a man. You understand? And now you know what I mean, all men are dogs. So now you're on the lesbian parade. You're on the gay pride. You know what I mean? Right? Like before all that had to happen, just humble yourself. Get a counsel. Don't be a fool. A fool ain't going to take the counsel. A fool going to tell himself that what? We got this. You know what I mean? We got this. I'm going to read the scriptures, and I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to, you know what I mean, self-medicate myself. Yeah, go ahead. Be strong. Lord be with you. All right, so you good with that?
Come on.
All right. Where we at right now? Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
I think we good with that, right? So we good with that. So now, so to answer my question, right? When I ask how to fix black woman, Hispanic and Native Indian woman, you always say tell them the truth, right? I think you said tell them the truth. Anybody want to take a shot at it again? How do you fix these black sisters? Come on. Yeah. Give me a little more. The school is built on that. Come on. Yes. How do you fix black women, Hispanic and Native Indian women? You fix brothers. You fix brothers, sisters gonna get fixed. You understand? Meaning now your standard is gonna be so high, you ain't gonna take any slut. You understand? You ain't gonna take any slut. That's why it's, you know what I mean, as I say, I can't, you know what I mean, not say it over and over again. Sisters, choose wise. You understand? Brothers, choose wise. You understand? Come in here, learn what you got to do. You know what I mean? What does Timothy, I think it's 1 Timothy 3, and I think 2 says. Come on. Give Timothy 3 and 1 for me. 1 Timothy 3 and 1 for me.
What
does it say? I think it's 3 and 1 or 3 and 2, where it say the husband or the wife of one or something like that.
The bishop must be blameless.
Come on.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
A bishop then must be blameless,
Mm-hmm.
the husband of one wife.
What is that saying? Come on. Give me the mic.
Salaki, like your one wife is the truth. Like you can't be you can't be an Israelite in the truth and also be a Muslim and also deal with Christianity and other, philosophies and other religions. Like this has to be your wife. This is what you're married to.
Okay, yes. Meaning the truth. This thing the wife is speaking about, this wife here is speaking about a specific place, which is the truth. Treat it like that. You brothers come in here, you're going to get fixed. And these sisters going to get fixed. They're going to have to do nothing but what? Follow. You understand? You see, don't be captain, save a hoe. You understand? You come in here, you get right, and you're going to make the right choices. And with that being said, sisters, you all have the same, how to put it, duty to make the right choice also too. Don't think you could come in here and be like, well, ain't no man my type inside here, and then think you type out there. Lord be with you. You know what I mean? Lord be with you. Because that man in the world, he doesn't have any what? Morals. He has no integrity when it comes to the Bible. I mean, straight up. You understand? You think you could go get another man in some other Christian Israelite group? Go ahead, go on. Be my guest. Come on.
Because like I always try to say, like a woman go out and get a man in the world, if he just because they always are good at first, but if he just happens to change his mind one day and then want to beat on you, then like good night. But it's like if you with a brother in here, and which of course that'll never happen, but the brothers in here, they have men that they would have to answer to.
That's the difference. A brother in the world, he doesn't have anybody to answer to. You in here, you have somebody to answer to. You do some foolishness like that, you're gonna have to answer for it. You're gonna definitely have to answer for it. You understand? Like this truth is everything right here. You understand? You want to fix sisters, you come into this school, brothers. Pile into this school and learn what the Lord wants from you. You understand? What's the duty of man? Come on, scripture. Yeah, give me a scripture. Yeah, what's the duty of man? Ecclesiastes. Come on. You on it? You on it? Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. Come on. Yeah. Give me the mic. Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Mm-hmm. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Read.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
You understand? You come in here, brothers. You come in here and change. Them sisters going to follow you. They're going to follow you right inside here. They're going to leave out of that whole house called the Christian church or the mosque, and they're going to fall in here, come in here, and live. Come on.
Like I was gonna say, like it, and it's in a way it's vice versa too, because like our brothers that said we do what we do in the world because we know that's what appeases our women. So.
That's exactly why I said what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the world, you try to do what? You try to please a woman. You understand? You try to, you know what I mean? You try to, she tell you, if you ain't buying anything for me on Valentine's Day, I'm leaving you. I'm going with Tyrone. He already promised me some chocolate, and he's going to take me out to dinner, this, that, the other. Now, if your standard is high, you're going to say what? Well, ho, go. Right. Goodbye. You know what I mean? And where's Tyrone? I want to shake his hand for taking this problem off of me. You understand? Me and Tyrone will be best friends. But me and you, we done for life. You know what I mean? Goodbye. Good riddance. You understand? Now, it might be sung and funny, but it's very serious. You know what I mean? Like, this is life and death. You could be in a relationship that is, you know what I mean, you may not make it out of. You understand? You should take these, what we're saying here in this Bible, real serious. What the Lord's saying here, real serious. Right? Last scripture I'm going to go to 2nd Ezra's. No, 1st Ezra's 4 and 37. Right? This here is with I forget the king name, right? The king had, I believe, 3 servants. All right? And he informed them to write down, let's get it. I think that part is in verse 1st Ezra's 37, right, where he starts to explain. Yes.
4 and 37, sir?
No, that's where I want to go with it. All right? Start at 3. 1st Ezra's 3 and 4. Yeah, King Darius.
This is the book of
Right?
First.
I think he's a heathen, right? Yes. So he's a heathen, right? We'll read verse 4.
Count. This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 3, verse 4. Then 3 young men.
Just Maya. Brockefer. He has one there already? All right. Okay.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 3, verse 4.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You're going to get it for him.
Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another,
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts.
Right. So they were going basically having a competition on what's the wisest thing they could say to this king, to this heathen king, right? So now skip down to verse, go to chapter 4 and 37, right? This was the one that, this is a statement that was wisest of all of them. Read.
Verse 37. Wine is wicked.
Wine is what?
Is wicked.
Read.
The king is wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Women are wicked.
Uh-huh.
All the children of men are wicked.
Right. Read on.
And such are all their wicked works.
Right? So he's saying that all these things are what? Wicked. Right? Read on.
And there is no truth in them.
And there's no truth in them, right? So now it's thinking like he's telling you don't have what? Don't get a what? Woman. He's not telling you don't get a woman. He's just telling you that everything about them is what? Wicked. And that's the one's way in the Christian church.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You want to go get something in the Christian church, Lord be with you, brother. You understand? Lord be with you. Let's make sure and have enough liquor in that cupboard to, you know what I mean, drink yourself to sleep. All right? Or have some corner in your house where you could go and just be quiet like a mouse so she doesn't hear you. You still up? Come wash the dishes. Come on. Yeah. Yes. You know what I mean? They got that because they don't want to hear that mouth go, you know what I mean? Shoot off. Come on.
In their unrighteousness also they shall perish.
Read on.
Verse 38.
Uh-huh.
As for the truth.
As for the what?
As for the truth.
As for this school. Read on.
It endureth. And it is always strong.
And it's always what?
Strong.
It's always strong. You understand? You focus on this truth, brothers. Focus on it. I'm not saying to neglect your wives. Y'all don't go and tell, you know what I mean? Don't go and say, well, Captain Nathak said, so focus on the truth. And I'm not telling you to neglect your wife. But focus on doing the Lord work. You understand? Focus on doing what the men above you tell you to do. You do it and run with it. You understand? All right, read on.
It liveth and conquereth forevermore.
It liveth and what?
Conquereth forevermore.
It liveth and conquereth forevermore. You understand? You're going to have to come in here and get all the way in. Or else the Lord going to have it for you out. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? You're going to have to live it to understand it. I'll pray you don't. You understand? Brother, you had a question? You're just thinking? All right. No sweat. You all any other question before we go? Come on. Uh-huh. You understand? All right. Hey, see if you can find it. But one scripture I wanted to bring out before we leave. Unevenly yoked. Find that for me. Man. Mm-hmm. For not celebrating birthdays, good question. First, you have to know the history on birthdays. What is the history on birthdays? Come on. Yes. So birthdays come all the way from Egypt, right? And then it came all the way to what? To Rome, right? Where Rome make it into a day where you become a god on that day when you celebrate your birthday. Like that one day, and that's why the so-called oppressor is so subtle. Whereas he tell you this day is for what? It's for you. Where you get all the gifts, everything. But you don't know that that day you're making yourself a what? a God. Come on. We'll get that brother a hand. We'll get that brother a hand. In here, we don't celebrate birthdays. It's a heathen custom, number one. So what scripture would I go to prove that we don't celebrate birthdays? What does it say? Right, get it. So we could go there with it. Pull it. Who has the mic? Go ahead. So we get a couple. And while he gets in that, the first place you should look for it is where? In Leviticus 23. Is there any day they tell you to celebrate your birthday in Leviticus 23? No. It tells you what the Lord tells you what day to celebrate. He don't tell you to celebrate your birthdays. Come on.
It's like it, sir. Didn't Christ say it is better to observe the end of a man's life than the beginning? As well?
Yes, but okay, it's more so. That is not really on birthdays. Actually, you understand what I'm saying?
Come.
You're looking for where it tells you where it's a custom.
Come.
Right? Or get it for me and then read it, and then we'll see. But stay with me right now with this.
Come.
Jeremiah 10:2.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2.
Thus
saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right, learn not the way of the heathen. You go do your history. This birthday goes, as I say, go all the way back to Egypt. And now today in Rome, with Rome, and you know right now, America is what? Baby Rome.
God.
We do what Rome, they're doing what Rome did. And one of the things that Rome did was have people celebrate their birthdays.
Come.
It was a day where, as I say, you were deemed a god on that day. Right?
Come.
Where's the next scripture we could pull to prove that we don't celebrate birthdays? Come on. Yes, but remember what I said, the birthdays is, okay, where it stems from. It stems from you being a god on that day. Come on. Yes. Thou shalt have no other god but who? Me. That's what the Most High said. That's in Exodus. Find that quick. I think it's Exodus 3 or something more. Find it quick. You get it?
So like I got Ecclesiastes 7 and 8.
Come on.
It says Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
No, I wouldn't use that for birthdays. All right. Yeah, get Exodus 20 and 3.
Come.
All right. Exodus 20 and 3.
Come.
Oh, man, I forget. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right? That's the Lord right there. He wants what? No other gods before him. Right?
Come.
It's a sin to celebrate your birthday. You understand? We don't do that in here. You understand? You want to do that? You're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We call that what?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm. And the Lord is going to do what? Yes. Next time, raise your hand. You don't sweat. You're going to get it. All right? But he's going to spew you out. Meaning, okay. Like, brothers and sisters think, you know what I mean, you're being kicked out of school. No, you kicking yourself out of school. Ain't nobody tell you to go do what you did. And don't come and say, well, yeah, sorry, it's too late. Ain't nobody forcing you to do nothing. You understand? Come on. All right. Because that just talking about that it's telling you about that first day you come. What do you mean as a baby? Is it special? No. No, I want to use that for birthday. All right. Get the one with on the evenly yoke. But go ahead.
So I was gonna ask, could you use that Christ didn't celebrate his birthday?
Yes, the disciples never celebrate the birthdays. Right? They celebrate Leviticus. Whatever was in Leviticus 23, that's what they celebrate. Okay. You have it? On the evening yoke. So I think we will end on this one.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and 14.
Right. Before you go there, yes, Abraham, Colossians 2 and 8 will be a good one. Right? Where it said, beware lest any man swallow you through vain philosophy and vain deceit. All right? After tradition of men. Birthdays is after the tradition of men. Right? That's a good one. Come on.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Be ye not unequally yoked.
Be ye what?
Not unequally yoked.
Right. What does the Christian church use this for? Come on.
For a woman.
Let us brother get right here. Brothers, what does the Christian church use this for? You could use the mic.
For marriage.
For what?
Marriage.
For marriage. You're right.
You're pulling that way and she be pulling that way.
Right. But this scripture has nothing to do with what? Come on.
A husband and wife.
This has nothing to do with a husband and wife. You open your legs for that man, that's the done deal. You sign it right there. Right. You know what I mean? That pen is the rod. You understand? That paper is the box. Right. You understand? There ain't no signing papers, you know what I mean, with the Lord. With the Lord, sex is marriage. You understand? So if you have sex with a woman, this is too late. This is done late. This is before all of that. Right? Read.
Verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
With what?
With unbelievers.
With unbelievers. You thinking you could come in here and hold on to your friends in the world? Power to you. You know what I mean? Remember, life is about what? War. If you get up to fight a war, who's the okay, with war, right? For war to happen, right? Or for it to go on, it means that one people is fighting what? Another people. Right? So if you're fighting a war, right, who is on your side? Who should be on your side? Come on, Sadak. Think more so on this earth right here. Come on.
Your brothers in the truth.
Your brothers in the truth. You're fighting a war. If life is about war, then who you ought to go to war with? You want to go to war with Tyrone? Who can't put the blunt down? Lord be with you. You want to go to war with what I call this I forget the name. Them Jamaicans give a man who forget the name. Come on, tell me who I'm talking about. Oh man, I forget the name. But you ain't going to war with a brother who want to sleep with your woman. You're going to war with that type of man who don't have any morals on who he sleep with. You want to go to war with him. All right, Lord be with you. You want to go to war with a sister who want to, you know what I mean, swing on pole and say this is easy money. You know what I mean? You're going to sit down and have a, you know what I mean, a nice drink, and she talk about pole had to be this, you know what I mean, this amount of grease had to be on the pole or else it would fall off. You see what I mean? She breaking down the whole pole effect for you. You know what I mean? Or a brother breaking down the whole blunt effect for you. You know what I mean? You smoke it this way and you inhale it this way, you're going to get this. Nah. What you going to do? Read it one more time.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Mm-hmm.
For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness?
You understand? With that, I pray you understand. I pray you understand what it's talking about. This has nothing to do with marriage. This has to do with the friends you keep. You understand? You keep friends that are in the world. Meaning this, am I saying don't talk to your friend in the world? I'm not telling you don't talk to your friend in the world. But don't think that your so-called friend in the world has your back. And you should be sitting down drinking with he or she and thinking that, you know what I mean, I could be in the truth and plus be with them. You want to have, want to be with, you know what I mean, you want to be friends with them? Get them to come into school. Come on.
I was going to say, Salagia Circuit, that's heavy because I had to find out the extreme hard way, you know, when life got rough for me. And, of course, the school was with me. But then, you know, my friends blatantly in my face turned their back on me and told me that, you know, basically I couldn't even come around. And, you know, I realized in that day, because I had been in the truth and I've been hearing the scriptures and how your brothers are the men in the truth and your sisters are the sisters in the truth. But, you know, I still wanted to hang out with my friends. And I found out in that day that, man, a lot of those people that we call friends in the world they were just smoke buddies. And that was just it. So when I took that away, we ain't have nothing.
Smoke buddies, and you better not leave your woman around him. You know what I mean? You playing, you fall asleep with the blunt in your mouth, and your woman is there with you. You better not fall asleep with him around your woman. You understand? Come on.
Would a good precept for this be 1 Corinthians 1:10?
What does it say?
Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord YAHANNA, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Yes, and it's more specifically talking about you in the school. You know what I mean? We know that what? A man could have more than one woman. We all saying the same thing. You understand? We know that Christ died only for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We all saying the same thing. You understand? That's it being specific. But this is being specific on friends to keep. Tell you, don't be unevenly yoked with, you know what I mean, with somebody in the world. You know what I mean? And just think the metaphor he's trying to use. Just think you have bisons or cattle plowing your land. If they're unevenly yoked, what's going to happen? Come on. They're going to mess the whole thing up. You know what I mean? The whole field going to be messed up. And the two of them, one might kill the other one. Or the two of them might bring each other down. And it's the same metaphor he's trying to give you. Like if you go and you try to, you know what I mean, be a friend with someone in the world, then what's going to happen is you're going to have to suffer what people in the world suffer. You understand? You understand? I'm not saying when you come in here, you ain't going to meet trials and tribulation. But one thing you know when you meet trial and tribulation, who are you going to have next year?
Your brothers.
Your brothers and your sisters. You know what I mean? You're going through some ailment, you know you have your brothers and sisters. Your friend that was dependent on you for all the weed, you going through some ailment, you liable not to hear from that person until you get better, until the weed start to run again. You understand? That ain't no friendship. Friendship is forged inside here, in this truth. You understand? With sisters, with brothers. You understand? You want to hold on. That holding on to a friend in the world is holding on to what? Come on.
Your past life.
The world, yes. Because something you ain't unsure about, maybe the man is not in here. Maybe I could find him out there. Satan knows how to deceive you. Remember, how long has Satan been doing his job? How long? When you say forever, meaning, come on. Since the beginning of the year. Give me, where's the first time, where's the first record of Satan doing a marvelous job? Come on.
Eve in the garden.
Yes. He's been doing his job since back then. Now, you think you could outsmart Satan and say, you know what, Satan, I got you. I could still be in the truth and I could still have friends in the world. Satan gonna be laughing at you when the cops put a cuff on you. Or when a cop put that baton to your head, crack your skull open, he gonna be laughing at you. You understand? The Lord said it in the Bible too, when your calamity come, he ain't gonna be hearing you. You understand? Let me see. I think the brother was talking about Job 9 and 10. Let me see if not 9, but 39. If I could answer it, I'll answer it right now. If not, I'll just hold it until next class. All right, Slacky, about that. All right.
Slacky, so you said Job 10 and 9?
Job, no, not 10. 39. Job 39, verse 9 and 10.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Job chapter 39 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee or abide by thy crib? Verse 10. Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrow, or will he harrow the valleys after thee?
Okay, what is the specific question? Does he have a... Kudam, what's your specific question in 39? Tell me one more time. If I can't answer it, I'll just tell you I'm going to hold it until next class. All right? Oh, what's the time right now? Okay. Kudam, that's the first thing I'm going to get to next class. Job 39, 9 to 10. All right? I'm going to get to that next class. First thing. And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Sadak. Let's forget that. I'll get you. You want the meaning of the unicorn? All right, I'll get you on that. First thing next class. All right.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations.
Blowing of the trumpets, I believe. September the 17th.
Convocation, memorial of blowing of the trumpets. First day of the 7th month, Thursday, September 17th, 2020. You can find this in Leviticus 23, 24 through 25. Remind Akim and Akwathim to check social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, headbands, and scarf. And with that, Amijam. Wapa Yankodum means turn and face the east. And start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kodash, Haya, Shemaka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Tabaa, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathanyanawa, Lakam, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalakianawa, Kabawathinawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawathinawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Bunasaya 1, Abor, Abayashayanawa, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'athapara, Wa'alumium, Awan.
In English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Barak.